So today I'm going to show you around the shop a little bit and kind of involve you guys in some of the stuff we don't talk about normally, where there's like 20 cars here at the shop and we might only focus on one of them, maybe two of them, and then you guys don't even see a couple of them because we just pick and choose the ones that we kind of document a lot of. So let's walk around the shop just like a normal day in the shop and see what it is that we're going to be doing and what's happening. Turbo, say hi to the people. Are you just guarding the front door, Turbo? Wow, that's a long stare. Turbo's watching the front door. So we get food trucks that come in front of the shop maybe 7 times a day. For sure there's 4 times, but it seems like every time I look over there's a food truck. Get a lot of business obviously because they keep coming. Turbo has to keep guard, huh Turbo? Very serious. Alright, let's go into the shop real quick. Alright guys, so here's an example. We have this S13. It's one of the customers named Kyle. He has a couple cars. Maybe if you guys watch the channel a lot, you've seen he has a FRS he has with a 2J that's more like a kind of like a setup for half-mile, probably a half-mile car. Not really a drag race, but it could be. It's got automatic trans and like it's just set up to go really fast in a straight line. He also has this because he likes drifting. He blew up his clutch because it wasn't an ACT clutch, and then he did have a dog box that he's waiting. So he has a better motor for this, but he's not putting it in right now, but some like built LSX or something, or LS7. And then this is just a 5.3 and it has headers and whatever. It's like 300 horsepower probably. He's gonna put this dog box in it. He was gonna save this for the built motor, but he's like, you can't really hurt the trans. We do have to mod the trans tunnel, but you know, there's just another project you guys wouldn't have seen. So it's a pretty cool drift project, or just a drift car, a fun car. So we're gonna put that side shift dog box, that GSR with a side shift. So we're gonna have to cut a big chunk out of the trans tunnel, relocate his handbrake a bit, and that's just one of the cars here. This car you guys have seen, we have more updates on that shortly, so I'm gonna skip by that car. Here's another car. We're gonna start showing you more about this on Friday. This is our auto body shop guy that we go get our stuff painted, JV Auto Body. It had some really weird tube work done on the front. The guy had spent a lot of time. For him it was probably exactly what he wanted, but for JP and for us, we didn't like the style of it, so we cut it out. And he had fully changed the strut towers, so let me get back to that on a separate video, but here's just a S chassis that we are doing tube front work on and fixing and replacing and bringing it back to life. These are the Supras that are waiting. This one's waiting on wiring stuff, a couple other things, and then tuning. This car is on hold. This one you've seen in the past, Rory Supra, but he just financially put it on hold for a little bit, and we're gonna get back on that probably in the next couple weeks, months, who knows, hopefully tomorrow. And then you guys know the Corvette, we have an update on that for you. We're not doing that right now though, because I'm gonna save that for a video, but you guys know about the 2JZ Corvette. If you don't know, there's a 2JZ in this C3 Vet and a lot of custom stuff going on. Here's another project that's gonna be really cool. The inside of it is kind of over the top nice, but it's like not a race car, it's more of like a show car and weekend driver that he's put a lot of effort into and like really nice details. It's got airbags and a full system in the back. Oh, hey, what's up? And then we're gonna do a 2J swap. Oh, there's a customer got here. Let's go talk to him. And there's Angel. He's got the 240 with the 2J. I'll show you guys briefly before he takes it right now. I gotta go, we're gonna get back to that. Alright guys, so Angel's gonna pick up his car right now. Here it is. Freshly painted by JV Auto Body. S14 Kooky. He did the like conversion though, I think it's a 96. 2J swap was done by another shop, but then it had like some super bad issues with leak down on 2 of the pistons. The valves were messed up, seats were messed up, and I had like broken something off in there that like hit the top of the firing chamber in the number 3 cylinder, little things like that. But he bought it like not knowing all this, and then it had some like pretty like aggressive wear on 2 of the cylinders, so the leak down and compression wasn't good. He tried to tune it with Danny. Does a lot of the AM tuning. You guys have met Danny. He tuned Peter's car. He's a local tuner, and Danny referred him over here, so that was cool. We got to build him a motor, and then JP at JV Auto Body painted it. This is a clean looking S chassis. Before it leaves, I wanted to show you guys. R154 in there. This will probably make 700 horsepower though. It's got Brian Crower 272 cams, and then valve springs and valves, and then it's got Brian Crower HD rods and CP Carrillo pistons, stock crank, billet main, so it's built to handle a good 1,000 if he wants to, but he probably won't go that far. He's gonna drift it a little bit. Then over here, Richard's car came back because we're gonna do some updates on his tune and do boost by gear, so he has more grip per gear, you know. It's not spinning the tires as much, so he can just lay into it and it'll just go. And then we're gonna do rolling anti-leg and some other stuff. But like, this was a really cool car that made a 1010 wheel. Peter's car is getting some updates. You guys have seen that really clean Supra before. This is Art Supra. We got some other Supras. Let me say bye to Angel and I'll show you the other cars. Later! Don't smile! Oh yeah.
Good luck this year with this fucked up shit.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Pete. And it's gonna leave now. That was a cool project. Glad we got to work on it. Okay, so over here we got a red Supra. This one's got a Haltech in it, and it came because it has ignition breakup at low RPM, so it's kind of like either the injectors or the coils or the plug, something weird like that is giving us an issue. We're gonna work on that a lot today and tomorrow. Not really gonna build anything, it's kind of just like fine-tuning stuff with Ian, and then get that out of here, make the customer happy, fix it, get it out. This car you guys have seen, lots of stuff has evolved on this car. It's a grip race Supra for like time attack type racing, and we haven't redone the fuel system. It's an old fuel system, so that's next on the list. But we did a cage, mounted a seat pretty low, stripped the backside of the dash, got it like really you know, minimal in there, relocated the battery right there. Still gonna do a little bit more to the inside there, and then maybe he'll update the gauges, I'm not sure, but because it has a Haltech, but it's just an older one. Then we got this Coyote swapped 5.0 over here that's like a work in progress that we've been working on. So we got the motor in there and the trans. We had to rebuild the trans tunnel. I showed you guys this car, and then we did the headers and we did better brakes on it. We put, it's got like some big Willwood kit front and back. We did the independent rear suspension out of a SVT Cobra, but it's just, and then we did this nice CNR radiator with Durali fan custom setup here, really big radiator so it won't overheat, expansion tank over there. We still have a lot of plumbing to do for water and fuel and kind of like oil cooler stuff. We did a crank breather box over there. This car is going to be really nice. It's just not, you know, there yet. You guys have to use your imagination. It's still got a long way to go. And then last but not least, we'll do the body stuff on the outside. But right now we're just going to do the main mechanical things. Then when he's, you know, ready to buy the electronics portion of things, which if you guys know gets really expensive, we'll do that. Custom wiring, like maybe he wants Motec, maybe Pro-Fi, I'm not sure yet. Big things to come. This is the S chassis I showed you guys before. That one's got a KAT in it. We're not done with that. We were like last leg on this project, but still got like 2 weeks of work left. So we'll bring that one in the shop when the guy's ready and do a bunch more stuff on it. But it's kind of a quick walkthrough of what's going on. You guys have seen Charles's car. Art's car was kind of like a stock turbo setup that he's evolving, but he's going to use stock twins and then tune it with a Motec. So that car is kind of unique in its own, but we had to put it on hold for a little bit because of COVID with his job. But then he wants us to get back on it, but now he's at the back of the rotation of all the cars. So it's kind of how it works. We'll rotate cars that we work on. Charles is going to change a couple more parts. Charles is very meticulous on how his car works and everything, so we're going to do a last few changes on some stuff to get like the best percentage out of all his other parts basically on the dyno, because he's shooting for a number that he needs, but also like really good response and drivability. All right guys, that's like a quick run through of what we have going on in the shop, just day in and day out. There's Joe drinking a lot of water. He over boosted real quick.
My bad.
Really quickly, he got the bell housing in. Nothing a hammer can't do, right?
Right. Selection.
Nothing a giant hammer can't handle. So this car had kind of a beat up. Oh my god.
Are you ready?
I guess I'm ready. This car had like a super beat up trans tunnel already. I think we needed to cut more. No, looks like maybe not. Yep. Interfering on the rods. Damn it. Alright. Luckily, this is only like 57 pounds or something. This didn't have the nicest trans tunnel to begin with, but maybe we'll get to make it a little better. Unfortunately, it looks like right here is gonna have to get cut out. Maybe this part could stay, but sad, but it'll be cool when it's done and we'll rebuild it nice, or Joe will rebuild it nice. That's it for right now, everyone.